Okay. Expand infrastructure, now costs 50 admin, reduces governing costs, does all these things. Got it. Okay, interesting. Reduces the manpower, sailors, force limit, bonuses granted by colonies. AI no longer tries to retreat to mountains if those are in neutral territory. Ethiopian AI will now prefer provinces of its state religion to move to the capital. Tuned down fort building, especially when on border next to existing fort. Added an AI importance value to the decisions for forming Prussia. Doesn't seem like a significant patch so far. Where's the stuff that they changed about morale? Ah, 1.33.0. Right. This is the main patch section. Trading range no longer extended by fleet basing rights, but it is by non-independent subjects. So vassals, marches, personal unions, colonial nations will all increase your trade range. Okay? Vassals and marches don't extend trade range. Well, then don't say non-independent subjects. Fine. Alright, sure. Becoming the new Celestial Empire grants the new Emperor minus 10% land maintenance, plus 10% land force limit, and 15% manpower recovery speed in order to help the AI to unite China. So Ming doesn't get this, but a new Emperor does? 50 admin for 5% dev costs. I don't think you click that button for the dev costs discount. You click it for all of the other stuff that you get. If you compare it instead to like building a church, like what would it cost you to get 10% land tax modifier or a national tax modifier in that province? Or what would it cost you to get production efficiency or trade efficiency? Like those things are intangible and more valuable. Base harmony gain, I don't care, we're not playing over there. Fire and shock pips now affect morale damage as well. Is this the change? Is this what people have been referencing? It's not very clear, not very specific. It just does the thing. It does what it says. Honking Antelope, thank you for your sub. Happy 33 months. What did the vote produce? We'll check in a sec. Overland naval force limit numbers changed from flat to percentage. Overland? Overlord, sorry, I can read, I swear. Overlord naval force limit numbers. Overlord. Oh, the bonus that the Overlord nation gets to naval force limit is now flat. So if you are Spain and you create a colonial nation and they give you, what was it before? 10%, I think, bonus to naval force limit. Now it's flat. How much do you get? Also, I recall, it may have been modded content, but I recall vassals would also give you 10% naval force limit. From flat to percentage. Okay. Oh, so it's the other way. That's... okay, whatever. We'll see. Being over governing capacity will no longer decrease the tribal development growth. Stated, but full core provinces now have a governing cost of 50% instead of 25%. This is a punishment for people who had half core. Disaster, crisis, I don't care. It's just Ming. Rewrote AI savings logic. Increased AI minimum colonization budget. Reworked AI for mothballing forts. Made rich countries more likely to have at least one level of advisors. Smart. Made the AI consider flanking again. So they did consider it, and then someone removed it? And now they're adding it back. Okay. We fixed our mistake, basically. AI better understands the importance of general pips. Something they should probably know at this point. The game's been out for 9 years. Isn't it 9 years? 2003? Sorry, 2013 is when it came out. August of 2013. AI now considers units drill. All I can see is, I see the opposite of what it says. The AI used to not consider AI the drill. Like, it's like, really? Fixed bug with AI thought coordinated attack and instead sent individual armies to die. Fixed issue that AIs in debt didn't convert provinces. Fixed multiple issues with scripted AI army. AI now better at consolidating regiments before battle. AI can now declare wars when overextended, up to 50%, previously 25%, but only if it's already coring everything. So this is going to help bigger countries like Ottomans. Instead of having to wait to declare a war against like an OPM, they can start it much faster. I think this is to help big tags. AI considers nearby units more. Smart, they should, probably. AI will now seize land from estates more often, but raise army and fort maintenance. AI added AI priority to a few conquest missions in France. Better at taking home troops overseas instead of just disbanding. Build a bit more universities. Made AI care about Beijing, Nanjing, and Canton for mandate. Made them care about corruption for mandate. Celestial Emperor is more aggressive. A lot of improvements that I'm seeing in here that are related to the Emperor. Was this like the Emperor patch? Didn't we already have the Emperor patch? Gathis, I clicked this button a few days ago, and Twitch has decided now is the time to celebrate. Sweet. Thank you, Gathis. Welcome back. They're constantly getting 2 to 4 stacks rebels. Oh, from clicking the seize land button? So instead of teaching them to not click the button when it would trigger a rebellion, they just click the button anyway and turn on their fort maintenance? But what if they turn on the fort maintenance and the rebellion is in a province that had a fort and the garrison is 0, and then because there's a siege, it can't recover garrison, so it occupies instantly? Wouldn't that happen? Another better one? Okay. Thank you. Well, I'll bookmark it. We'll use it next time, perhaps. Okay, here's the results of the poll, by the way. Serbia did win. Round 1 of 4. Marhan got knocked out first. Round 2. Gaza was knocked out. Round 3 was the Native Americans, and then it was Longjong versus Serbia. Serbia sounds great. It's a great country. We've played Serbia before, but I don't mind. I don't care. It's a good country. I like it. Improve logic for where to build forts. You know, I remember somebody made a mod one time, long time ago, that like handled that like flawlessly with many hours of testing and like community support, and like it was really good. Anyone remember what I'm talking about? Like years ago? With just mods? Beefy, yeah. Lots of internal logic. I remember that line. I think I remember it specifically because we made fun of it. Lots of logic. Lots of logic. Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm good on patch notes unless anyone knows of one that is important that I've missed. What difficulty do you guys want to play on? Very hard? Regular hard? Ultra mega super hard? Regular hard, very hard. I had gotten used to playing on very hard just because people were giving me shit for not playing on very hard, even though it doesn't actually make the game harder. The difference is just the AI cheats more, and they have, yeah, stupid, dumb army sizes that are obnoxious, but let's just dive back in at very, very hard. Very hard, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm not scared. Serbia. It will be a little bit tricky to get enough allies to offset the Ottoman threat, but it'll be fun to remember how to do it. I am going to take a couple minutes here to like poke around the interface and see if I can locate anything that's changed. Specifically, I want to go look at like the morale description and stuff, because I didn't see much in the patch notes that like indicated that battles would be different. I've been told that morale is less important now, but I didn't see a patch note that made me think that. All it said was fire and shock pips now deal damage, deal morale damage or something. Play non-Iron Man so we can mess with the console and look around. You think we'll need to do that? We're probably just going to die, to be honest. First playthrough, probably do die, get my feet wet again. It's fine. It's in the dev diary? Okay. I see your link, Melster. Let's go there. It may be malicious. Is Paradox malicious? We don't know. Can't find the page you're looking for. Well, that wasn't a very good link. I will Google it myself. Helper Diaries. We want the one from, what date did you just say? The 24th of May? May. All right, this one. All right, for 1.33, we decided to change some things with combat. First mentioned in this January dev diary, and soon amended by making back row regiments take 60% less morale damage. Okay, so that is what I expected from the patch note. Core idea was to remove some weird traps that uninitiated players and the AI would easily fall for. In particular, having a large army without a full back row of artillery could be disastrous. Yep. However, those changes also cause some unintended balance effects. Battles last longer, sometimes a lot longer. Morale is much less important. Stack wipes, officially overruns, are much less common. Well, technically this is wrong. An overrun is a 10-to-1 stack wipe. As a specific term, an overrun is... Well, I guess there may be two types of overrun, perhaps, but there's a 10-to-1 ratio overrun, and then there's the taking their morale bar to 0.00 within the first 12 days of combat. This was mostly caused by the AI accidentally exploiting the zombie regiment's bug by shift consolidating troops before battle. Tech group's impact through unit pips have been amplified. This has not been addressed, so I won't mention it again. Tech group's impact through unit pips have been amplified. Is that because of that patch note line that said that their pips will deal damage? Probably. Because it didn't look like they changed the actual pips. Additionally, some of you have pointed out that what can be seen as a noob trap can also be a source of tactical depth in multiplayer. Let's look at what's new for patch 1.34. Wait, I thought we were still in 1.33. In 1.33, we made the daily 0.03 morale damage to reserves actually only apply to reserves, where it previously applied to deployed troops as well. God. Shouldn't they be embarrassed by that? Morale damage to reserves was dealing damage to everything? Like, how? It's called morale damage to reserves. Did no one test the fucking thing? Like, Jesus. The intention was to relatively penalize overstacking more, as well as to be consistent with the name. This is a major cause for longer battles in the early game and for morale being less important. If battles are longer, why is morale less important? It seems like morale would be still important. You can still win by... Have they fundamentally changed it that, like, the army that has more max morale no longer deals more max damage to morale? Like, the formula for morale damage was always based on max morale. So saying morale is less important isn't necessarily true. If you have 20% bonus to morale, you'll have a bigger pool, which I agree is if both armies have bigger, like morale is... How do I explain this? If they both have a bigger pool and like battles are just generally taking longer, having the bigger pool doesn't matter. That part of it is irrelevant. But having 20% more max means you still deal more max, which means that you kick their side out faster. Yeah. Yep. Sorry, Atopo, but that's the way we do things. Anyway, deployed troops take a daily morale damage of 1% of max morale. So that's up from 0.01 per day of combat. It's now 1% per day. In 1.34. This is the intended upcoming... Why are we reading about the intended changes and not the previous changes? Like, they're just going to change it again. This is... Yeah. All it matters is that they be messing with morale. Got it. Okay. I keep on trying to use WASD, and it does not work. Alright, keyboard shortcuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, all the way up to 0. Yay! We have buttons. Alright, Serbia. Let's consult the mission tree. Also, let's remember what we have again, since we did choose Serbia. Manpower cavalry plus 15, reinforce plus 15. National rest, stab cost, cavalry cost. Most of these won't be relevant for an extremely long time. Late infantry combat ability and morale. Apparently I'm supposed to be less excited about 10% morale of armies than before. My current read on the game is that I'm not less. I still think 10% of morale armies is a good thing to get. We've been rivaled by Albania and Ragusa. Ragusa is still protected by the Ottomans, I would expect. Damn it, why doesn't WASD work? It's like constant that I'm doing it. We are allowed to rival Albania, Herzegovina, Ragusa, Bosnia, Wallachia. We have apparently minus 20% advisor costs. That is coming from Despot Durad I, who is 67 years old, Diplo Rep +1, and advisor cost minus 20. It's a really good starting trait. We make 2 ducats a month. The middle mouse is, I've never really used it. It feels weird. I don't like it. Okay. We have 8 troops, 2 cav. Pretty expensive. We probably can't afford cav. We also probably can't afford to get rid of anything, though. Well, for a while, I won't be zooming in and out as much as I used to, because I keep trying to use WASD for it. So that's good for you guys, I guess. Military advisors, we got reinforced speed, land force limit plus 10. How close are we to the next land force limit? We have 5.7 and 6. If we do like one, probably need 2 development clicks to get to 13 force limit with the land force limit guy. This force limit feels bigger than before. We just have a lot of development. I'm not used to starting with this much development. Alright, summon the diet. Alright, privileges. Yay, privileges. I do like privileges. We have 30% crown land. So, diving back into vanilla E4, playing as Serbia against the Ottomans, what is the game plan? A couple of approaches. There's the flurry worry type approach, which is to just go way over your force limit, hire all the mercs, and do crazy shenanigan shit, and beat the Ottomans. And then there's the slower but 100% effective approach that I usually take, which is to unify all of the tags into a common alliance, common truce block, so that whoever the Ottomans attacks, they get truce blocked with everyone, and then they have to go for other countries, and it just buys you time, and you just bide your time till you're strong enough to take them. So I usually go that route. The Ottomans have a truce with us. Truce with us until 49, so we have 5 years to prepare. They will murder Albania. What we will probably end up wanting to do is improve relations with Albania is not possible because they rivaled us, so we can't enforce peace to join their war. I want to try to create a 15-year truce is what I'm looking for. Alternatively, do we have a truce with Albania? If the Ottomans go after Albania and they fight Venice, we could maybe do a piggyback war. At least we're not playing as Albania. That'd be even more brutal. Serbia's pretty strong. I think we go after, like, Herzegovina and, there might be a way that we can pull Ragusa into a war out from underneath the Ottoman protection. Like, if they ally anyone else, they have rivaled us. Like, they might try to ally Bosnia, possibly. So if we don't play friends with Bosnia, we could betray them and go after Ragusa, maybe. Could work. That or Wallachia could help. Macro builder for alliance offers. Does anyone want to be our ally? Just Bosnia. Herzegovina is at 8, -8. Any royal marriages we could use to open in? Silly. We can almost get an alliance to Silly. Hungary, we're 10 reasons away from an alliance to. We could use Hungary to murder Bosnia and Ragusa and Ottoman type stuff. I think we try to befriend Hungary before they, like, hate us. So I will start improving relations with Hungary. Other people that I would like to ally include... Ooh. 20 reasons away with Austria. Unlikely to be able to bridge that gap before Austria uses up all of their relationship slots. But it's almost always a good idea to improve relations with the Emperor if you are under threat by, like, the Ottomans. Just because there's a chance they can help, you know? There's also a non-zero chance we could join the Empire at some point if the Empire gets expanded along the seacoast. Could happen. Hungary now almost always falls under the PU with Austria. Okay. Even more reason to improve with Austria. In the meantime, missions. Do we have missions to get claims and stuff? What is our deal? Build our army to force limit gets us Moravian Valor, National Manpower Modifier, and Manpower Recovery Speed. Land owned by the Crown is at 40%, and we get permanent claims of the Macedonia and the Albanian areas. Macedonia being here, and Albania being here. Crown land of 40. Commission any icon. An icon? Wait, are we... Oh shit, we're Orthodox. Okay. Commission an icon. Got it. That gets us missionary strength and tolerance of the true faith. Leads to something requiring 75% patriarch authority. Wow. Burger loyalty at 60, 60, 60. We gain stab and prestige. Probably want that. Prestige is morale of armies. Stab is free stab. We don't have any stabs, so we can't build up prosperity. We want prosperity for our gold mine. Probably going to spend all of our diplo points bumping the gold mine in this playthrough. The most logical thing, since we are small and weak, and we need to become not small and weak. To the point where I might consider focusing on diplo points or hiring a diplo advisor ahead of a military advisor. I would not want to focus I don't want to focus dip until after we have Tech 4 though. I don't want to delay it at all. Let's see if we can trigger that first mission for the free stab point. That way we don't have to bump stab. I think it should be possible to get everyone to 60. We just have to do a diet. Actually, if we just sell titles. Sell titles gets us it immediately, but delays the potential for this one. Permanent claims on all that would be nice. Complete the mission Law of the Pious Emperor, and our total development needs to grow by at least 20. And we have to have at least one workshop. Complete Moravian arms and get Hungary's opinion of us to 100 or be allies. If Hungary owns Belgrade and Serbia has good relations with the kingdom, the Serbian obligations event will happen. Okay. The kid needs to go. The kid. Lazar Branovic. Cruel. Yeah, we probably do want to yeet that kid. Just cost us 50 prestige. Sooner we do it, the better. Age 67 is really old, though. We could end up falling into a union, which wouldn't be the end of the world, potentially. We have years before there's going to be a war with the Ottomans, so morale being down from prestige isn't a big deal, but it might affect my ability to beat some of these other guys. Alright, sure, why not? Just eat him off of the balcony. Who needs the kid? I do want to build a force limit pretty fast. I think we'll just start building free infantry right away. Just to be at force limit. We have no general. 3 to 9 pips if we make our king into a king, our guy into a guy. If we seize land, we only gain 5%. I can do this every 5 years if I recall correctly. So I have to choose, really, between pleasing the estates for the one mission, or trying to get Crown Land to 40% quickly for the permanent claims. I think what we do is we take Crown Land to 0, we go for state statutory rights, and then we reset Crown Land to 30, and then we... Well, that makes it take 20 years to be able to seize land. I can't remember, is seize land the one that gets blocked by state statutory rights, or is it the sale of titles that gets blocked? One of the two is blocked. Seize gets blocked. Okay, so if seize gets blocked, it'll take at least 20 years to get to 40% Crown Land, unless we develop all the way there, which I did say we're going to probably develop the gold mine. So 40 minus the 30 that we have, and we'll be at, after the state statutory rights, divided by 0.2 per click. We'd have to do like 50 total development clicks to add 10% Crown Land. This is where missions just annoy the shit out of me. Like, they're making me have to choose to change my playstyle, like, to do things I wouldn't otherwise do just to get permanent claims. Annoying. 50 dev clicks is a lot. Alright, let's start off by doing some of this stuff that's obvious, like every country which has the same religion has 25 opinion. Not super useful because we're Orthodox and the people we want to ally are all Catholic. Do we want 10% tax production and manpower at the cost of less tolerance of heretics and heathens? How's our religious unity? We're at 100%. Everything is Orthodox. That's a pretty easy choice then. We do lose Crown Land for that though. Expansion is Zeltry. Probably less impactful now than it used to be. We do want oversight, easy influence and loyalty. We do want this because it's easy patriarch authority growth. We obviously want the admin thing. I don't think I'm buying admin. I'm not going to buy stab. We're probably going to get it from the loyalty, so we can just turn on the advisor discounts right now. Here we're going to want supremacy over the crown. Yes, we're going to want right of council. We're going to want the military cost discount. Don't want this. Do not want to sell livestock. 41 monies is fine, but I don't think this thing has changed at all, right? 43% land ownership. 14.4% is actually kind of big. Interesting. The nobles control a huge portion of our country. Makes this more reasonable to consider. Makes sense. We're a monarchy, so. We're playing vanilla, right? So there's only 4 slots allowed, right? And I'm still considering whether we're going to do state statutory rights. You can go up to 5 in the category of your government if you wait for the click. Shit, I think I maybe already messed up because I needed to keep 2 of these open. I need to get Crown Land to 0% if I want to trigger state statutory rights. The state statutory rights is really bad though for the gold mine. Because it sets the autonomy to 25% floor, which means we only get 75% output from the gold mine. No, we're Orthodox. I think maybe we don't do a state statutory rights this playthrough. We're a little bit too big, and we've got a gold mine. And those 2 things are enough to dissuade me from going for state statutory rights, I think. We will lose this to gain some prestige. This is fine. Let's always take this discount. And then of the last 2, you can always retract this one. You lose 20 loyalty for doing it, but I think I'm going to hold off on turning on like the things, and we'll eventually just try to get to 40%. I'm going to go for the permanent claims first, I think. Seize first. I want to do sale first so that we go to 60% so I can turn the mission in. All right, so I like usually to keep one slot free to take the 1% interest loans from the burghers. We may want control over monetary policy since we're going to have the gold mine. The all-power cost kind of hurts, but we will definitely have inflation. And it'll be really difficult to counteract. Burghers are super low on influence. I need stuff that increases their influence a lot, if possible. I can't. I'm not planning on getting the monthly monarch points from these guys yet. May just take the loan now, knowing that I'm going to probably need to have money in order to win our first war. Far better to have the have your loans be at 1% than have them be at 4%. Production efficiency is really minor early in the game. Like, you don't make much money from production, but you take this mostly for the 0.15 yearly inflation reduction. Like, we're probably already trending up on inflation. Yeah, by 0.16 a year. Isn't a big deal, but might want to hold off on turning this on until we have Miltech 4. Would save 30 military points. Is a big deal. Potentially. Getting to Miltech 4 and having every extra month that we're at Tech 4 that our neighbors aren't is a month that we might be able to win a war. Maybe should have stabbed. We're going to get stabbed from our mission. Like I said, I'm going to do this click. We're going to give away 10% crown land for one-time bump in money and get the mission turned in. We get both right now. Although, trend point 60, trend point 60, trend point 51. If we turn something else on and we can get their trend point to 60, we could just wait. We don't have to do it right away. But I really like having a nice little bump to cash early on. To be aggressive with. Difficulty setting, very hard. Bum ba-dum bum. Coming back on very hard? Yeah. Yeah. Between this, if I can do the mission for the burghers, we will trend very quickly to 60. The clergy, I really do want to eventually have the admin points, so I kind of have to save that slot. I don't want to turn one of these on and then have to turn it off again. Although it's not that difficult to revoke for these. I don't want to lose crown land. I'm getting it's again I haven't played the game apparently in 6 months, and so I'm getting a little bit of analysis paralysis trying to remember what I want to do here. I definitely want to save space for the military points. As soon as we in 5 years we'll be at 40% crown land plus whatever amount of development clicks we do. Then like we'll immediately turn on some of the monarch point generators. I just want to get that permanent claim mission satisfied. So, I think I can just do it with this. Let's do our diet, see what we get. Have at least 186.3 money without any loans. We build a treasury, we get 15 instantaneous loyalty with the burghers. Get Switzerland to have 50 opinion of us, we get... Probably should have done the thing where we hide our manpower for an easier mission set. 10 prestige if we develop Nice. I don't want to develop Nice. I don't want to spend admin points on Nice. 186 money without taking loans. Basically have to do this click. Alright, let's I don't like these other ones. What's Serbia or Switzerland's current opinion of us? -5. This one's the most attainable actually. Yeah, I'm just going to do the one that's the easiest to turn in, and that's fine. We can improve with Switzerland a little bit. I don't mind. All right, playing super fast. We're 2 hours into the stream, and I'm about to unpause. Are you ready? Okay, we want to hire a military advisor. I don't actually want the land force limit guy, because I'm trying to turn in the mission that requires us to be at full force limit. And if we hire him, we'll probably have to hire another troop. We'll hold off on setting gravels for at least a month. Yearly inflation guy for now is great. Oh, do we also have a trade efficiency guy that we could hire? We do, but he's level 2. Gross. Let's hire improved relations guy. Let's hire inflation guy. I'm not using keyboard shortcuts. It feels really weird. What's happened to me? Who am I? We don't have enough cash. I need money. Give me money. We are going to have to seize land, but after we get these guys to 60 loyalty. And again, you are not trending to 60. I need to turn in one more thing here. I'm going to just do free enterprise to get it done. You can trend to 60, trend to 60, trend to 60. That satisfies that mission. And we hold off on this. They will still be trending to 60. I could start seizing now, but we'd get the mission turned, one of the missions turned in faster by waiting. Not in a war yet? I know, right? That's handled. This is going to take 5 years. And then this one is where we're going to get our stab for stuff. As far as development cost, how quickly do we want to start dev pushing the gold mine? We could wait until 1450 for Renaissance to try to get Renaissance spread out of Kosovo, but that's like 4 years, 5 years of not having gold mine income. I don't think it's worth waiting for. Don't want to wait for prosperity. I think I probably do just start doing development right away. $55 points to increase monthly income by 0.66. It's just too good. Pretty sure all Diplo points are going to go towards this for a while, and I'm fine with it. What else can I do to get some instantaneous money? Does our capital have trade? I assume we still get our discount to maintenance here. Probably still makes sense to run trade power in the capital state, even though we have no trade multipliers. Oh, how many gold mine or forts do we have? We have a level 1 capital, Smetarov with level 2. Fort ratio is currently at 1 to... We have enough forts to maintain our major tradition. I hate having a level 1 capital fort.
Over 9,000!
Oh, my buttons, my buttons. Okay. Vagrant Dragoon, Aversum, and Saber Radio Productions. And Kleb the Pleb, thank you for your subs. Also, the Taco Mate. Sorry I'm still not unpaused, but we're basically ready. I want to hire this guy. 8.8 monies. It's rude. Why do I not have enough money? I know why I don't have enough money. It's because these damn missions are affecting my ability to click the stuff I want to click. That's the only reason. Boo. Normally I would have money from this. Real quick. Is there a single province I'd be willing to exploit? I don't really want to do that, I think. You aren't actually playing Michigan? No, no. Alright, well, let's play. Away we go. So, Bosnia. How do we feel about Bosnia? I feel like we want to kill Bosnia, not be friends with Bosnia. I don't really want to be their friend. They've got 7 and 2. Really no risk. I mean, if this guy's going to die, he's going to die. 4-2-2. Could have him drill. I think I'm actually just going to take maintenance down to 0. In order to try to get this military advisor hired quicker, since we're not relying on other stuff. Made it 6 days. Hey, we're into December here. Look at this. We're all the way into December. See? See? We'll take the reinforcement speed guy just for the military point generation, and we will bump maintenance back up now and drill. Serbs killing Bosnians. We've been warned by the Ottomans not to go to war with anyone that they border. We're gonna need to get claims on Bosnia if we want to betray them. And on Herzegovina. We could also... Like, I could actually already be at war with Herzegovina right now. They have no allies. We could rival them and then just declare a humiliate war for modern point generation. Get our power projection up. Get our PP size. Make our PP big. I was guaranteed, not warned. Am I that bad at reading? Oh, you're right. I am guaranteed. Shit. Game goal? Play game, basically. Definitely want to take advantage of an early opportunity for Monarch points and getting our Humiliate for Splendor growth. Little spooked by the army size, since we're playing on very hard. We only have 8k troops. We do have defensive terrain, mountains, hills, highlands. We've got a fort in the woods. No tech advantage, no advantage really to our combat scores or anything, but we can probably beat this stack relatively well. It's just, is it worth doing it? Bosnia would make a great vassal. All of our neighbors would make great vassals, would they not? Hey, we did our first mission, wow. Hungary's opinion to 100. Bum-ba-bum. We are looking okay. How do I C4 summit again? Where are my buttons? Supply limit, 1918, whatever. I think we should do this war with Herzegovina. This just seems too opportunistic to me. Our to attack Albania. We have no CB, the Knights would defend, that's fine. Attacking Bosnia. If we rival Bosnia and attack Bosnia, we could fight Scilly. I assume Bosnia is valid. I'm going to go for Herzegovina. That way they can't pick up any allies, and Bosnia is very likely to fabricate a claim, and then they will piggyback war them. Which is kind of good for me, because I want Bosnia to border Venice and Ragusa. We're going to rival this derp. We're going to get a diplomat back from places. I remember how to play this. I'm remembering. There's our Humiliate. I don't actually need a diplomat, apparently. Get this war declared before he can pick up any allies. And we're off. Humiliate war. Go. We have no allies, but that doesn't matter. We're guaranteed by the Ottomans. We can do anything. We can do anything. We can do anything we want to do. All right, so we'll just let them come to us in defensive terrain probably, and then fight them. Just want to make sure that they don't train more troops. Just pick off the reinforcements. They will train up to force limit, so we need more morale potentially. Smederiv. Are you not trading troops? Really? We could probably just siege race them then. But it's mountain defensiveness. They would probably pull back and try to fight us in the mountain if we go for the siege. I'll just wait for a morale tick, and we will go fight them. Seems fine. Seems fine. First battle. Ooh-wee. Ooh, these lines do look nice, Everson. Still need some allies to beat them. Would Ottomans guarantee... Why would they guarantee Serbia? Because they've rivaled Hungary. And Hungary is hostile. That's the main reason. So Ottomans wants to mess with the Hungarians. The Hungarians don't like us, so the Ottomans are contracting their interests. All right, where's all the people in chat who are saying how morale is different now and you can't stack wipe easily and stuff? Like, game's easy, man. Because we have our gold mine, we may actually be okay to keep these cav. We can maybe even run extra cav. All right, I'm going to allow this unit to finish 21st of May. Let's queue it so that we arrive after it's trained, so that we can actually get a little bit more. There's a little tiny minor thing you can do. Every time you kill an army, you get a little bit of army tradition and a little bit of prestige. So we could just go here and start the siege. But if we let this unit pop out, we gain prestige and army tradition, which is really good. The only risk is that if someone else declares a war and they get there before us, then we might not get that occupation. And also we suffer more attrition here, but who cares? Who really cares? Eastern Medieval Infantry. So we just want to time it so we arrive on like the 22nd. If we wanted to, we could do a just send the whole thing for an instant overrun, but I'll just send these two plus like that. And we have no siege pip on our king, so we actually want it to be the other way around. Because we don't want the king to be doing the siege, because then we could lose 2 stab if he dies, instead of 1. Since he'd be leading a siege. An active siege or an active battle led by a king or heir can... An active king, for monarchies only, can cause you an extra stab loss. Did we not get the battle? Did I accidentally arrive a day early? Because I sent the guy that had maneuver. Damn it, I'm bad at this game. Stupid bastard Durad the First. Well, that just happened. We can stay here for loot, or we can go home and drill. Submit to Roman's rule. So, looks like Moldavia went under Poland. Well, do what I said, not what I did. That's the important thing. Bosnia has declared reconquest as expected. And because I declared war when I did, it blocked Herzegovina from picking up allies. This resets our truce with this land, which is great, because we're going to get a 15-year truce if we do a 15-year 100% peace deal. I think we can still turn around and betray Bosnia now too. We can do humiliate plus money plus whatever, and then I can be the defender in a mountain siege here against Bosnia, because he'll be the aggressor against the third party. But I need him to win the war if I want this land to get reset. But I don't actually plan to take land from Bosnia, do I? I probably should take some. No, usually you want to get one humiliate as soon as possible, because the sooner you get the humiliate done, the sooner you generate 2 splendor per month. And the sooner you generate 2 splendor per month, the sooner you get to turn on these things. In particular, you want snake claims to give yourself opportunities for expansion, or you want adaptive combat terrain for a significant military advantage in the early game. So it's mostly about the splendor. And also, a humiliate generates just as many military points as show strength. If you weren't above 50 PP size, just think about it, you're getting 3 monarch points a month. In 100 months, which is only 8 years, you're going to generate 300 of each monarch point just by being above 50. So I would probably do the humiliate before the show strength in this case, especially because in this circumstance we're guaranteed by the Ottomans, so the push to get to Miltech 4 is actually much reduced. We don't really care nearly as much because we just don't need it. Like, no one can attack us right now. Literally no one in the game would ever dare attack us at the moment. So that makes me focus more on economy and monarch point generation type stuff. I think we need to get a claim on Bosnia. Because I am pressing so many wrong buttons right now. Because I need to be able to take land from him in the war, and a rivalry against him isn't going to do it. I need at least 1 claim. We have merchants. Let's tell our merchant to help out with hostile trading. I forgot about merchants. Merchants are a thing in this game. Did you know that? Merchants are a thing. We have a merchant in Ragusa. That makes sense. And in Constantinople. Can we steer anything else toward us? Not really. Oh, I guess that's where they belong then. We could put a merchant in here to help out with improving with Switzerland. Switzerland is in this list? Yes? No? Maybe? No? They're not? They're not. Switzerland is not caring about this node. I doubt they're in this node. Damn. What is Switzerland doing with their merchants? Where did they go? They are not going to be in Venice. He must be, like... He's got one here, and then probably one... collecting, I would guess, in Champagne, since he's got that center. I can't reach those nodes, so I can't interact to get the improved relations with them. I can still send a merchant here to help out with Austria and Hungary, though. And that is probably better than steering out of Constantinople to get this thing. The guy from Constantinople. Flip this over. That should be applying to both of these guys, yes? No, not Switzerland. Not even in Hungary? What? Excuse me? That's not how that's supposed to work. Where's me? What does our flag look like? There it is, 15. Okay. Wish they added the CK3 feature where you could freely choose your map color. Oh, that would be cool. Hey, Lerky, thank you for your sub, and also Vault Dweller. If I missed you 13 minutes ago, which is entirely possible considering how distracted I am playing EU4 for the first time in 6 months. Our positive income is at 1.02. Our advisors are nice and cheap. We probably want to save up for another fort. I don't like having an unprotected gold mine, and also we will need more fort ratio relatively soon. These guys can drill for now. Don't really need a lot of morale. We've been warned by Hungary not to go to war with any countries. Interesting. So if I did declare war on Bosnia now, Hungary will defend them. Hungary is very strong. 28,000 troops. Interesting. Well, that sort of changes things. Obnoxious. Okay, there's still a route we can take. What we'll need to do is... I need to get strong enough so that Herzegovina stops being a valid rival. Potentially, and then I can intervene on their behalf to defend them against Bosnia, and that can bypass this thing. Vassalize? I can't vassalize Herzegovina. We declared with rivalry. We declared a humiliate war, so I can't do that. The only peace options we have are these things. Cannot do forced vassalization with this CB. And we can't see our valid rivals while we're at war, which is just dumb. Obviously you can't add a rival at war, but the fact that it blocks you from that interface is just dumb. You should still be able to see who's your valid rival. But the problem is that since Herzegovina is our rival right now, I won't be able to intercede to protect them because I need their opinion of me to be at 100, and I can't do that while they're a rival. So I have to outgrow them. It would be very difficult. Albania's situation is they're guaranteed by Venice and allied to the Knights. We don't want to fight Venice yet. Because the Ottomans guaranteed us, we might be able to do something with Ragusa. See, this is why I'm really, really motivated to get Splendor Growth so we can get snake claims, because if I could fabricate a claim on Ragusa, or fabricate a claim on Croatia, like, I could do stuff. Well, not Croatia, but like Wallachia would help us to do stuff. So, that's what we're looking at. Please give Babby. I need a Babby. Albania has the gall to claim Zeta. Not worried. Skanderbeg's not going to declare war on the Ottomans. That'd be silly. Skanderbeg's going to die soon. We should probably get a claim on Albania. The claim on Bosnia is kind of irrelevant now because of this Hungary situation. Might be better for us to just play friendly with Bosnia since he did warn me. I think before we do that, though, I will just get the one claim so that we have it, just for future opportunity. Almost done with our mission for the nobles. See, I'm not used to... I don't like middle mouse click drag. It feels weird. It's just something I've never really used. Alright, so there's that one done. Can't do another one. And have that diplomat go back to Mr. Austria. We're doing improved relations on Hungary because there's a mission, and we're doing improved relations on Austria because he's probably going to be relevant to us in the future when it comes time to actually fight against the Ottomans. Venice seems to be getting ready for a war or something. That's a 19 stack at full morale. Not sure what he's thinking about doing. He might be declaring his own war on Herzegovina. No, he doesn't desire it. What are you doing? He's not going to attack... Oh, he's probably attacking Albania. They don't have a truce, do they? They don't. I think we're seeing a war deck here. He could be going after Ragusa, but it's unlikely, I think. Correct metas to no CB Bengal. Great Boolean famine. How are we doing on our religious stuff? We have 1% patriarch authority. Wow. What's it take for us to consecrate metropolitan? 30 development in our capital. We only have 27. 30 development here. And we only have 22. States with at least 30 development if all provinces are fully cored, orthodox, and accepted culture. So I'm blocked from consecrate by Belgrade and by KOTOR. Looks like. Let's do one more dev click and then turn this edict off for a while. That's 3 dev clicks into the gold mine. We're making 4 gold. Not bad. Ragusa has also declared war upon Herzegovina. They cite conquest. Or Herzegovina. What a dummy. Alright. Okay, so we have control here. How do we handle this? What is that? What you doing, Hungary? Hungary's about to declare war on Bosnia. Interesting. If we get our claim, there will be a window where I can declare war on Bosnia and Hungary can't protect them because they're already at war with them. Too bad you can't vassalize Herzegovina. Yeah, if we could, then we would... No. No. Nope, nope, nope. Danger. Nope. That would not work. We are guaranteed by Ragusa. A guarantee is a one-time call to arms. It does not allow you to call people in late. So even though we're guaranteed by the Ottomans, if we vassalize Herzegovina, we would take over as the war leader, but we do not get to send out a call to arms, because that call to arms can only happen on the war deck. So that approach only works if they were our ally. Make sense? There is still, I see a path here. So Hungary blocked us by a warning, but they can't defend somebody that they're at war with. So if we position and can get to some of these provinces first, then we might be able to still do a thing. But we need to wait for our claim. We need to wait at least 1 more month. You can beat Bosnia? Oh yeah, heck yeah. But if we declare right now, we fight Hungary, and we don't want to do that. We also have to consider that silly is a thing, and even OPMs have like 5k troops on very hard. Unconditional surrender. The following enemies put down their weapons. Huh. I've never seen an AI do an unconditional surrender. That must be new. Interesting. Well, I'm still waiting a month because I need a claim. Lithuania just fell under Poland. That is a lot of noble people, rebels. I'm worried about his 4441 being faster than my army, since he's got 4 maneuvers, so I think we'll claim Vysoki, because we're pretty much guaranteed to get there before they can get to it. And we need to still wait for Hungary to declare war on Bosnia. We basically just have to sit in this until... until Hungary decides to declare. The fact that that army is just hanging out there makes me think he's about to do it. There we go. Hungary declared war on Bosnia. Let's immediately declare war. He cannot defend. So we want to declare this war not now, but as soon as we are able to do our peace, so that we can make him a rival as well. Come back from Bosnia. Come back from Hungary. Get our guys back. We're going to peace out with Herzegovina. Get our humiliate for splendor growth. Apparently we can yoink dev. We will not gain anything. Sweet. I think the humiliate for claims versus claims... My plan with Bosnia were to declare a claims war, take at least 1 seed province, Hungary full annexes, because they probably will. So we'll take a seed province, we can re-release Bosnia as a vassal. So that means I will only need to spend a little bit of war score for the 1 province, and then the 40 war score to get a humiliate is also easy to do. So I think we will switch our game plan and do show strength here, knowing that we're very soon going to be getting a humiliate off of Bosnia. So let's do that. 30 PP size, good. And now we are at peace, so we can once again set rivals. We will rival Bosnia. Sorry, bro. Nothing personal. Don't think we want to set the other rival slots. It is costing us a small amount of PP size, potentially, if we have unset rivals, but keeping it flexible is more valuable to me. And we will immediately declare war on Bosnia tomorrow when we get a diplomat. We've arrived here quickly. Let's leave behind 3 of these, move here. Let me think, do we want to steal occupations? I need enough war score to be able to take the province and get my humiliate. I don't want anyone else to occupy this. I need to start the siege of Scilly quickly, because he's going to be the thing that blocks me from piecing out. I can probably beat Hungary to Bosnia's, the province of Bosnia. I can't stop him from taking this province ahead of me, but it doesn't matter. I do want to take this, I think, because if I let Hungary take these 3, he might just peace out early, and I don't want him to do that. Unfortunately, this does mean that Bosnia is not going to win their war against Herzegovina, which means we're going to have a 15-year truce with these 2 provinces. But couldn't do anything about it. It's not our fault. That is the fault of the Ottomans, or sorry, the Hungarians. And Croatia's army beat us here. I will still try to go to here, if I can. Oh, they gave up control of it? Sweet. Nice. They're not even trying to siege stuff. They're actually letting me just, like, have control of it. It's really nice of them. We just gotta keep on that Croatian army. Actually, you're also at war with Scilly, so they may just solve that problem for me. I could probably just white peace Scilly as soon as he has nothing under his own control, and that way I don't have to waste time sieging it out. On the other hand, it's a 1 province, it's only a level 1 fort, and doing that siege is worth 1 army tradition and a little bit of cash in the peace deal and prestige. Might be worth doing. Let's wait and see if he gets stack wiped. He probably does, because he's not going to have military access very far. We'll send over a 5 stack since that's what Scilly has. Nope, his army's gone. They've already started the siege. We'll hang out here. Actually, I'll just send enough troops to also do that siege. And if we get lucky, Hungary will peace him out instantly as soon as the fort falls. The garrison will still be at 0, and we'll have a 1-month siege tick. Preferably. Go back to improving with Hungary. Let's start improving with Herzegovina with the expectation that he stops being a valid rival in case I want to mess with him or do anything else. Ottomans are doing a thing. Need to keep an eye on Hungary's siege status. We might lose some manpower, but I could just send the army there now and not think about it. That's also an option. Lazy diplomats are bad. Yeah, it happens. I'm a bit out of practice. It's been 6 months. What can I say? We've maxed relations with Hungary, and it's still not enough. We're at positive 50. We need to get them up to 100 and be allied to turn this thing in. So the alliance is pretty unlikely. What happens to that mission if Hungary falls into a union underneath Austria? Does it become Austria? Or is it still going to be Hungary? Yep, we'll check out Aminar after we've played some vanilla. These guys should be very close to 60. Looks like we're about to turn that mission in. That'll be good. I'm going to suffer some extra attrition just to have our army there. Again, the idea is that if an army is actively sieging, the garrison can't recover. We're trying to speed up the overall siege by... Now, hopefully it's not just chain disease outbreaks, but... Ideally, Hungary sends a peace offer here, right now. And, nope. He's already let the garrison reinforce a bit, bastard. In which case, it's irrelevant, so we'll just move off for a sec. Gain stab and prestige. Build up prosperity now. And, and then we took a loan at some point. Do we want to dev? I actually feel like we're okay on money. Let's wait till 1450 now for a little bit of stuff. There's no reason to really do the dev right this moment. Now that we have that, we can seize land, but we have to be at peace for it. Can't concentrate Metropolitan because we don't control the whole state. I checked that a second ago. You need at least 30 development. We have only 27. You can consecrate metropolitans in states with at least 30 development if all provinces are fully accord, orthodox, and of an accepted culture. Actually, does that... Are we blocked by Belgrade? Do we have to control Belgrade? All provinces... I think all of provinces just means our provinces. They are all accepted culture, orthodox, etc. They are all fully cored. All of the provinces we have are fully cored. There's a mission that gives you Belgrade? Well, that might help. Belgrade. Fortress of Belgrade. Any idea what it's called? Despot event. Despot Stefan's legacy? Ah, if Hungary owns Belgrade and Serbia has good relations, the Serbian obligations event. So the Serbian obligations event returns Belgrade to us? Well, there's only two more easy things we can do to make Hungary like us. We can insult one of their rivals with a scornful insult. It's 25 opinion for a short period of time, and we can give them a big gift of cash. We fortunately have a gold mine to create big amounts of cash. So we can stockpile cash and bribe them. We can also... That's really it. But we need them to stop being hostile and then accept an alliance. We will set them to friendly. Cannot. Well, that's fine. We'll just keep relations topped off with them. Hopefully the AI flips their opinion. Ask them to give you their trade. I mean, technically that would work. We could do that. They would say no, because they're much bigger than and stronger than we are, but... Yeah, you gonna piece silly out there, Hungary? Any particular reason you're just letting him stay in the war? Poor guy, he's just getting fully devastated and destroyed for reasons. There he goes. Full annexation. Oh, that's unexpected. Hungary just decided to, like, spit in the Emperor's eye and take a province from inside the Empire. What a dick. Alright, we got our siege. We want to get to peace as fast as possible, so we're going to just do humiliate plus force religion will actually instantly convert this province, I believe. Force religion always converts the capital, even if the capital is exchanged in the peace deal. I'm mostly sure. It already is Orthodox, though, so that's pointless. Never mind. Yeah, I don't care about that. Alright, so we want our humiliate for power projection and for splendor generation. We want money because money. We want war reps because prestige and maybe some money. We will do also anything else we can that gives us prestige. So this is another 2 prestige. Might as well take it. We're expecting them to get full annexed. We also need to take a province. We don't want to take more than 1 province because it costs points, and there's really no reason for it because we're planning on creating a subject. However, we could technically full annex here and release, but then we don't get our humiliate. Humiliate, Splendor, power projection versus power projection from full annex, which is good, but no Splendor. Take land that Hungary wants. Mess with Hungary. I like messing with Hungary. We do need humiliate, just maybe not yet. It's all Orthodox except for this one. I would rather have a vassal right now than have more land myself. I do want to get admin tech up. I also want the extra land force limit from having a subject. I also want the subjects. Need I consult my list of Y vassals? Exactly. Like, I would rather have a single province minor vassal than have the land myself at this stage of the game. Although, I mean, this land does have grain, which is also appealing. Slightly. That's just the one province. Let me think. Kind of annoyed that we're going to have a 15-year truce with these two provinces. It's irritating. Because doesn't Bosnia have 4 there? They do. I need someone else to attack him. I need, like, I need Ragusa to win the war against this guy. To take that land. And then I could maybe do something. I think I'm going to go with what makes the most sense to me, and we'll just take the one province I got the claim on as intended, and just take prestige. We'll enforce military access for extra prestige, and just call it there. Can't offer troops to Ragusa because they are at war with someone that we have a truce with. Yeah. Plan A. Just go with plan A. That also lets us get to peace and potentially set new rivals and stuff, which is good. Okay, we don't need to core this land because we're going to turn it into a subject. We are good, I think, to just chill for a bit. Why not land bridge Croatia? Croatia's a PU underneath Hungary, so it's kind of all connected anyway. Getting a claim on Croatia doesn't really do anything for us. It's the same thing as having a claim on Hungary. Getting an adjacency to Venice is also kind of irrelevant, because how are we going to beat Venice? They have 30,000 troops. Most likely, our next war is either going to be against Albania or Ragusa, either using Humiliate via the rivalry, or we are just going to be chilling, waiting for Splendor, and starting next month, we're going to have 3 per month, and we're waiting for snake claims. We're going to have a period of time where we just kind of chill, and that's okay. Are we the baddies? Yes. Yes, we the baddies. We have lost the conquest CB on Bosnia. No reason to fabricate on Bosnia more. I think improving with Herzegovina is actually not necessary. Let's go back to improving with Austria. I will improve with the Ottomans for a bit. Also consider improving with Venice. Let's flip you over to this. Does apply to the Ottomans? Does not. Let's move our guy from Ragusa over to here. Put him on established communities. And let's have you go to Venice. Interesting how it's not showing the 15% established communities in there. Has it just not done that for a while and I forgot? AI. Very hard. Yeah, so we are getting it on the Ottomans. We are not getting it with Venice. Venice almost definitely has a merchant in the Ragusa node. They actually don't. Interesting. And they don't have one up here either. They have one in this node? Yes. Transfer here with the guy that is in Pest. Put them to establish communities, and that will now work on both Venice and Austria. Where are we? Yeah, that did it. Cool. Vassalize Byzantium real quick. It would have to be a no CB war. We have no way of getting a claim on them. A no CB war costs us all of our potential prosperity over the next who knows how long, which would really, really harm the economy, not being able to have a prosperity gold mine. So, I don't know about that. We have good income, relatively speaking. Is there any chance we actually train another cav instead of another infantry? We're not Western tech, so our cav are actually slightly better than normal. 3 pips versus 2 pips. Yeah, I think I'll just chill for a bit. It's either that or no, infantry or just no. We'll just go to force limit and infantry. It's fine. Standard play. Do it. Messing with auto. Messing with auto is a good choice, generally speaking. Yes. Look at this mad dash. Look at all this chaos we've created. So Herzegovina probably takes that. Hungary takes these two. We release Bosnia. We don't have a truce with Hungary. This is hills, mountain in Zeta. A fort in Zeta protects the coast of a gold mine slightly. This protects here. Zeta also kind of protects Vysoki if we're holding on to it. If we give it back to Bosnia, I still like a fort in Zeta. Mountain fort good. Okay, so this is going to be Bosnia removed. Bosnia is no longer a valid rival. No real opportunity to attack Ragusa. How do we feel about fighting Venice? If I had a fort in Zeta, I would probably be willing to fight Venice. Venice would come over with 15 to 20 stacks. We can't quite match those, but a defensive mountain fort would be enough, probably. Especially if we had Tech 4 versus their Tech 3. Bosnian might live. I hope not. No. Herzegovina is going to take it. He wants it. Should I claim on Hungary auto to snake to Wallachia? Yeah, we could get one claim on him. I don't want to piss off Hungary because we've got missions for it, but a claim on the Ottomans wouldn't be a big deal. It's reasonable. It'll take a little while, but... Okay, there's the full annexation. Any reason to wait on releasing Bosnia? If we wait until we have Tech 4, he'll have Tech 4, might be relevant. Our subjects' troops will be important, potentially in future wars, and him being behind us on tech is a problem. I think we probably should wait until we get to Tech 4 and then release. Besides, no one else is going to release him. It's not like we're going to miss out on the opportunity in the future. Can you up autonomy before releasing? You can, but it doesn't do anything. If I raise autonomy, it'll go to 100, and we won't have any unrest. But then when we release, it'll be floored to 0, but he doesn't get to keep the unrest reduction. Plus, he won't have unrest in his capital, so... Yeah, that's Pancake. Of course that's Pancake. Which cat would it be if not Pancake? Oh, we got that mission turned in. I forgot. And then we were going to seize land, but we couldn't seize land because we were at war. We want to start seizing land. We seize land, and now we wait another 5 years, get our crown land to 40%, and we can start turning stuff on. Croatian army hanging out in Hungary, right here. Why are you doing that? That's unusual behavior for a subject. Hungary's not planning to attack me, are they? There's no way. Unless the Ottomans aren't willing to defend me? because they are hostile toward us. No, we are hostile toward them. Let's say that we are not hostile. We are not hostile. We're neutral. Don't want them to get bad vibes from us. I don't think that the Ottomans wouldn't defend against their rival. That'd be crazy. But why is the vassal doing that? Are they actually trying to like help put down unrest? Only reason I can think of. You want to release Montenegro as Zeta. We give up 5 development for a mountain capital fort. We could have 2 vassals, turn on the thing. If I turn on the thing, we don't have a slot for our military point gen. We'd have to... It'd be a struggle to get their loyalty high enough to revoke something. I don't necessarily need the military point per month, though. All 4 of your vassals chilled in your lands? Interesting. So the problem that I have with releasing Zeta specifically as a vassal is just that I don't want to build a fort in Kosovo because that incentivizes AIs to come siege Kosovo, which causes prosperity to go down, which makes your gold mine bad. I want them to try to siege like things that are adjacent to the gold mine. We don't want to have any devastation in the gold mine. Ideally, we don't want them to siege the state at all. It'd be better if we could like have a fort in Lecce and like scope G. That way they get stuck in these states and they ignore this state. Can you enter the HRE? Yeah. Serbia is allowed to join the HRE. You have to be adjacent to it, and we're not currently. Adjacency via C means that like we would have to have Zadar or Ancona, and then we technically would border the Empire. So add 2 to threatened, it gives Otto's rivals reasons to ally you. That is true, yeah, that might make Hungary flip. If we say we're threatened by the Ottomans, Hungary is only aggressive toward us because they want our land, but we're not a valid rival for them. I would set Hungary to friendly right now if I could, but I'm not allowed to. I will just say threatened on both. It's not something you normally need to micro, but it could help. Where you going, Hungary? What you doing? Where's Janos? Where's your 444? Epirus got full annexed by Byzantium. Herzegovina is still at war with Ragusa. Ragusa has no army. Oh, there is... Oh, right. Oh my god. So Ragusa declared war on Herzegovina. And Herzegovina rebuilt their whole army. And the rebels that spawned stack wiped the Ragusan army. So there's just rebels sieging down Ragusa right now. Nice. Kinda nice. Kandar's piecing out. I can't set Hungary to friendly. I already maxed out relations at positive 97, and this requires Hungary to have 50 opinion of us. I would have to probably do a scornful insult to get to above 50 at this point. They want our provinces too badly. I'm willing to sacrifice some prestige, though, if it maybe works. Be fine. Come back from Venice for a sec. Hungary's now also declared war upon Herzegovina. Alright, great. That solves the problem of resetting our truce with this land. So, we have no truce with Hungary. As soon as he full annexes... Will he full annex? He might not take that one. Damn. Go, Hungary, go! Let's scornfully insult Bohemia, because they matter the least to us. We also get opinion with Austria that way. Not true. That's not how the game works. We get Hungary... What? Austria has not counter-rivaled Bohemia, that's why. I don't want to scornfully insult Venice or the Ottomans, so it's got to be Bohemia, but that will get us above 50 opinion with Hungary. And we can say friendly, and maybe they will stop being jerks. Wonder what will happen if we fall below 50. It's just going to automatically default it to not friendly again. Might. Go back to improving with Venice. Gain 2 unrest is not a big deal right now. We don't want to lose prestige. We don't have any problems with rebels. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. I do want to top off relations with Ottomans since it's decayed a little bit. Then we'll go back to the other one. Poland could also be a good ally to deal with Hungary in the future, possibly, but we kind of need the mission trees, like, forcing us to potentially go friendly. Like, I have to ally them. I have to, in order to progress past this. It's annoying. Mission any icon. I've done 3 dev clicks, plus we've gained 5 here, so that's 8. That actually would have been a good argument for taking extra provinces from Bosnia. But we also need a workshop or counting house. Mission tree is not important. Fair. That's fair. Mission trees are dumb. You're right. I agree. Talented and ambitious daughter. Oh my god. Chat, we're so good at this game. I've apparently banked some luck while I've been gone. 646 of the Bronkovic family. Is that our thing? Yeah. Dude is 71 years old and he just made an ambitious 13-year-old girl out of nothing. Whoop. Okay. What shall we name? She's not allowed to die, so I refuse for her to die in a hunting accident. She's a girl, she doesn't know how to use guns. I refuse. Vanessa? Napkin girl? Hell yeah. That is hilarious. Napkin girl it is. Napkin girl Bronkovic. It's funny. That's funny, you're funny, I like you. Chat. Chat, you're great. I like you. We could potentially just rival Ragusa because they might die soon. Also, we're probably going to become invalid rivals when we take Miltech 4, so we can just gain extra power projection by eclipsing. I think we do rival them now. They have us counter-rivaled, but we're going to get too big for them, probably. Same thing with Albania, actually. We could be doing a war right now against Wallachia if we wanted to show strength. We'd have to fight Byzantium Wallachia. That's 11k and 12k. Plus, Byzantium has a 4k subject. I feel like it's not worth the effort, and I want to keep our strength high, but it's something we could do. I think I'm just going to go for the rivalry on Albania for Eclipse. Despot Durand I is a conqueror. Years of separatism -5. Okay, we're holding on to our points until Tech 4. Release Bosnia. I could maybe be persuaded to release Zeta. 1 subject is good, 2 subjects is way better. 2 is the sweet spot. 2 OPMs. And if it's not Montenegro, then I'm not sure who it would be. Yeah, the girl's 13, which is great. She's much less likely to die to a hunting accident. I don't really understand how he spawned a 13-year-old daughter. Like, she didn't come out of the weeds or something, right? Missing out on a mill point a month? A mill point a month. For what, Stereo Lat? We're missing out on all 3 Monarch Point generators because we're trying to do this mission. We're basically spending Monarch Points to turn in a mission, but... Strong duchies? Well, we can revoke Right of Council, and then that will be the slot that we use for the military point. Plus, I'm currently using 0 out of 4, so I don't even need strong duchies yet. The main reason strong duchies is powerful is because of the minus loyalty, or the minus subject, what is it called? Subject loyalty, whatever it is, you know, the thing that makes them state. Liberty desire, thank you, yeah. Strong duchies is great for the 2 free relationship slots, but it's also about applying like a 15% flat reduction to liberty desire, which is powerful. Okay, so we can officially do the thing if we wanted to. Herzegovina is dead. New rival slots open. Let's just, sure, rival Wallachia now. No real reason to do our insults if we're not going to fall below 50. Being at 90 is just as good for the most part as being at 100. The yearly legitimacy, yearly prestige is like irrelevant. I'd rather have the flexibility of sending an insult when I want to. Minus 10? You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Why you gotta be like that? Okay, we need a claim on Vidin. I do want to get a claim on Albania in case we do get an opportunity to attack him. We're improving with Venice and the Ottomans. Venice is at, our Ottomans are at positive 92. It's fine. Might want to flip over to a spy network construction guy. I'm actually kind of tempted to just pay for a level 2 full price guy just because it's the right type. If we could get the extra 400 admin points and, sorry, 200 admin, 200 dip, we could dev the gold mine more and potentially get the Renaissance faster. And we have the cash to afford a higher level advisor. 2.27 minus the 0.57 we're already paying. We need like 1.8. Yeah, we basically have the cash for it. One more dev of the gold mine would do it. Also, aren't we a monarchy? So we have good vassal tax income? Yeah, good. Why is a merchant transferring to Venice? I have my merchant in Venice because I'm using established communities. Your merchant will strive to improve relations with other countries in this node. The way this one works is any country that has land in the node, or any country that has a merchant in that trade node, you get the 15% improved relations bonus. So I'm using it to speed up my ability to improve with Venice and also Austria. I'm trading money for diplomat efficiency. Isn't collecting optimal? I mean, yeah, you're right, probably. The downside to collecting, well, no, it's not. The downside to collecting, sorry, I had to think there for a sec. If I collect here, then I will get a tiny bit of money from this node, but I will lose more than that in our primary node, because in our primary node, we currently have a 20% total bonus to transfer here, because we've got 2 merchants in other nodes that are doing transfer. If you collect in any node that's not your capital, you lose all of these multipliers. So whatever we would collect in this node, we would just lose. And the merchant themselves is only like 2 trade power, so even if I put them in Venice and collected there, it would still be less than what we are currently making with that transfer bonus. How long till the second moon base? I don't know. Not sure. It'll be a while, probably. Okay, so those are both done. Now we can bring back our merchants. Let's get 1 merchant collecting in our main node. And let's have the other merchant flip to... I want some more claims. I want to claim on Albania. And I wouldn't mind having a claim on Venice as well. Venice is not interacting with the Ragusa node though, so we don't get this bonus here. So it's the same thing. Like, if I want to get that bonus, 25% espionage, I need to send a merchant somewhere weird. So we'll go like here again. So yeah, I didn't mention it when I did it, but that's why I sent the merchant to here and not to here, because you're forced to collect here. You can't transfer in this node. That should give us the ability to get claims on both Venice and Albania faster. And It's too early for claims bordering claims. It'll be quite a long time. I don't need to start fabricating on Wallachia. Plus, we can always declare a humiliate war on him now. I think we just top off relations with Hungary, it's fine. Does Montenegro have a core on KOTOR? They do, yes. Let's go back to improving with Austria a bit. Clemson just lost a war. If we do decide to hire that level 2 advisor, we're not going to be saving any money for a second fort. I'm going to hold off until January before we do any more development in the gold mine. Just so that we can get a little bit of renaissance. We're not releasing the vassal yet. We want to have military tech first. If you release a subject, they'll assume the tech level and the ideas like completion progress that you have. So if I release him right now, our subject will be on Miltech 3 with basically no monarch points. I'm pretty sure when a nation spawns, the math for how many monarch points they start with is they get 2 years of the admin, diplo, and mil of their character. So like if you start a brand new save in 1444 with any country that has a randomly generated character, you can check the math on it. They'll have random stats and then you'll have a random amount based on that. So like in our case, we started with 3 times like whatever, like that many points. So the new nation will have almost nothing and they gotta wait for 600 points to take Miltech 4. That's why we're waiting. We probably should wait for admin tech 4 as well, but admin is far less important than diplo, or sorry, than mil. I don't care if he's behind on admin tech. How much would the 25 costs, 25 opinion gift to Hungary be? Very big, I expect. I can only, for 125 money, we could get 16 opinion. Probably about 200 gold to get max. And it's not even guaranteed to flip them from hostile, so we'll see. Who else hates Hungary? Bohemia does. Poland does. Poland got their union. Poland's going to be strong this game. Going to improve with them as well. Problem with direct war with Hungary right now is their Austria alliance. Yeah. Yep, they're allied to the Emperor, and the bigger risk, in my opinion, is if that event fires where Hungary falls into a union under Austria, then Austria is the overlord of Hungary. They take over control of the war, they call in all their allies, and then suddenly you're fighting all these derps like the Pope, and it's no bueno. Gain Patriarch authority, or don't. Gain it or don't? Interesting. Well, gaining it would be great. 0.5 inflation is not... Yeah, I'll gain it, thank you. Any reason to not take this? Arguments. Number 1, it will potentially invalidate rivals we might want to declare war on. Second, we could get a 5% discount if one of the people in our tech group or one of our direct neighbors takes the tech before us. We could save monarch points and we could save a way to attack somebody. Pros are we get to release the vassal and not be overextended. We get to get income and force limit from the vassal. We can start training and drilling more troops. The overextension is pretty meager. It's 4%. Like, whatever, for the most part. Well, we're always going to get the innovativeness. I guarantee 100% that we will 100% hit the innovativeness cap in this campaign. I have never not hit the innovativeness cap since they made the change where there's an alert telling you that someone's competing for it. It's just, it's too easy to guarantee it, that you get it. So... taking the tech might invalidate Ragusa, which maybe is good. I think we should have our army, Could we beat Venice right now? If I took the tech and we released the subjects both, we would gain at least one force limit. One force limit from each. Unless the math has changed, I think we still you get 2 force limit from marches. We could make Montenegro into a march. We get like 3 or 4 force limit. They would get 3 troops each. If we let them train up for a little bit, we could have both of our subjects on Tech 4. We'd be on Tech 4. We could probably balloon our force limit up to about 25 to 30,000 with defensive terrain. No zone of control on the mountain, but we would still have a defensive mountain fort. We could maybe do it. So it's not a really... One of the questions is, can we do it? The second question is it worth doing it? And I think the answer is probably not. Probably better just to wait for Venice to do something silly first. Like, you know, declare their own war on Albania. Wait, they can't declare a war on Albania. They're literally guaranteeing Albania. Well, who would they attack? Who do you hate? The Pope, Hungary, Milan. Attack Hungary. Like, what if they fight each other? One of these two is probably going to attack the other. Like, when Venice's old man dies, maybe they get a new person that's not balanced and is aggressive, and he'll go after Hungary. I want to do, like, condottieri type stuff, and I don't know about you guys, but I kind of think maybe it's possible that the best idea group to go for first as Serbia might just be innovative ideas. I don't know. It's radical. It's a radical idea, but nothing's changed with ideas, right? So we marry Hungary. They are at negative 1,000 reasons due to hostile. But if they stop being hostile, it might work. Sometimes Austria will attack. Usually not unless this guy dies early. This guy's balanced and a diplomat. Like, his traits are careful. Overestimate enemy strength, start one-sided wars. Like, I don't think Friedrich III is likely to attack Venice. So, you know what? Since we've been guaranteed by the Ottomans, I think we should focus admin already. We already also have enough military points for tech, so let's focus admin. Let's start going for this event. I think we hire the level 2 full price guy for a while. Quite pricey, 34 gold up front, and we're going to lose all of our net monthly income, but very likely to get an extra 400 monarch points, which is a big deal at this stage of the game. 200 of them will go towards gold mine development, 200 of them will go towards an idea. It's pricey. I wish this guy were a level 1 guy, but I think it is worth it. As soon as we get the event, we'll fire that guy, though. We're only keeping him until the event fires. I think I'm going to hold off on tech until something changes. I don't see enough compelling reasons to take the tech. I'm not going to fight Venice at the moment. That's like the main argument to do it. Does anyone want to be our buddies? Any friends? Any friendos? Not one friendo? We can support our heir in Poland. Do we have Diplo Rep? Are we any good at it? 2 Diplo Rep? And it gives something for our diplomats to do. Would we like to spend some splendor and gain all of the things from the last jousting tournament for the next 20, is it, years? 20 years of 10% morale of armies? The army tradition's really good. I think we always take this. Now we can fight Venice. Ottomans have declared war upon Byzantium. Means Wallachia is at war with the Ottomans. Can't attack Wallachia because Hungary would defend. Can't attack Ragusa because Hungary would defend because they border here. We can rent troops potentially to somebody in this war. We're still guaranteed by the Ottomans, so it's pretty safe to rent out our entire army if we want to. Can't rent out a king leader though, so we would have to roll a general. And I want to have Tech 4. Tech 4 is also now very appealing because it'll make them value our army. So I think that's enough reasons to consider it. I think we just take the tech. Attack Hungary. Hungary's got 36,000 troops, and they would be harder to fight than Venice because Venice would have to deal with the fact that Austria is, like, he would have to walk around or use his boats. A lot of times Venice will like land their armies piecemeal because they can, because they've got boats. And then they're easier to beat. They would come in from the mountain. Hungary would just come in and just sit on our capital and we would die. Very bad idea to fight Hungary right now. Even on Tech 4 versus Tech 3. We'll still hold off on releasing our subjects until Admin Tech 4. Let's consider condottieri contracts, if they are possible. I mean, I'd be willing to rent out my army against the Ottomans. They are at war. Cannot rent out to this side because they are at war with the nation we have a truce with. Oh, do I have a truce with who? What? Oh, right, my truce with the Ottomans is 2A. Yeah. Well, it's expiring in, like, not even a couple months, so I guess in a couple months we'll consider. Just see what kind of heir we will generate here. Is this worth doing? A 530? I don't think we have enough Diplo rep to make this something we can do, but it's always interesting to see what kind of heir we could put there. Naples is independent. That's a thing. Specifically not taking dip before releasing would be good as well. Well, we're not going to have the points for it. All these points are going towards dev as soon as we see the Renaissance spawn. It's the only reason we're waiting. We're losing money, but barely. We do want to keep drilling. Actually, do we? We might. We do? We do. I think we do. I need enough military points to hire a general so we can have a condottieri contract. There's our truce with the Ottomans. We are now technically allowed to rent out troops. I don't need to get a claim on Albania because missions do give it. It'll just upgrade it later though, and this gives me flexibility, so we'll take it. If we wanted to rent out against the Ottomans, we're now allowed to. Can't do it with this thing. I would never rent out my whole army with no general. This guy's our rival. Byzantium would give us 73 monies up front. Could we safely hide our army from the Ottomans? Would the Ottomans be willing to just pay us? They don't wanna, because they think that they're gonna win. And they're right, they will. It's just Byzantium that we could rent to. Gaucho2209, thank you for your fifth month of Twitch Prime. Appreciate your support. Welcome back, how's it going? You routinely fight armies that have 3 to 6 times the amount of armies, and is usually quite easy. Yeah, Hungary does have a weak capital, sure. Is drill good now? Drill is great. Drill is good because drill gives basic, yeah, it gives manpower, it gives movement speed, it gives, like, I don't know what changed, when it changed, but something did change a long time ago, and ever since then, you'll notice that I never lower my maintenance slider, ever, and I just always keep my army at full maintenance and drill, because manpower bank and movement speed on armies is extremely good, and all other multipliers that you get are good. Drill's good. Yeah, our PP is probably the biggest PP you've ever seen. I doubt anyone has a PP this big. PP? PP. Biggest PP. So big. More than twice as big. What a beautiful PP. Alright, let me think. What are we doing? We're waiting on something. We're waiting on this. We need to take this within 223 days to get the innovativeness. I don't care about trying to get innovativeness for the Diplo category. I value the gold income from Kosovo too much. I don't want to go crazy though. Probably only 4 to 6 more development clicks here. I'm not going to risk it collapsing. I hate collapsing. So, we gotta wait 1 more month to get a general. I think we do rent out against the Ottomans. Holy crap, they got 60,000 troops. Can we safely hide our army anywhere? Good, Renaissance spawned. I remember they made it harder to black flag your troops. And I've got to remember how they made it harder. Didn't they fix the return province Black Flag exploit? I can't just like ask for access through Venice and then put my army there and then take it to Zeta and then cancel the access and walk back to KOTOR. That's they got rid of that, but there are still ways to do it. You can do it with boats, I think. I thought there was another easy way to do it. You find a way to kill siege the rebel territory in Hungary. How much opinion would that give you? There's a modifier defended our province or something. I can't get military access there, so there's no way for me to do it. So, if we can't easily get black flagged, then next best option would be to park the army somewhere so defensive that the Ottomans wouldn't want to fight us. We have a tech advantage. If we just parked it in Zeta, that might be enough to be safe. I can get access through Venice as well. Hiding in KOTOR. Is there a river? I don't think there's a river. There's a couple rivers here, but he could come through Kosovo to get to us. It's risky. But money. But my money! Let's see what kind of general we get next month. Or actually right now. It's time! It is time! First general of a new campaign. 3 to 8 pips, not very many. Who shall lead? It's good to be playing EU4 again. Thiefy shall lead. Tabes shall lead. I say it shall be Thiefy. Thiefy. Thiefy, best Thiefy. Best... I hesitate to say best mod because other mods might take offense, but he's the only mod in chat, so shh, don't tell anyone. Boom! 132 is actually really great. I accept. 132 is perfect. It's good. I'm happy. Alright, let's come back from Poland and we will rent out. Let's head over to Zeta. Hopefully Byzantium will still pay us. Only 61 monies now. They must not have enough cash on hand. Or... Huh. Still, 61 monies. They were willing to give us 70 something earlier. Release subjects, get a bigger force limit and more money. It would take us a couple months. It would make us safer. If we have a 20 stack or 16 stack instead of a 12 stack, Ottomans would be less likely to come for us. In fact, if we had a 16 stack, we could maybe even go after Edirne once he... No. No. Ottomans is 60k, there's no way I'm going anywhere near it. We just hang out in the mountains and wait. We won't be able to drill during that time, though. If we wait... How many more months? Until May? 4 months to take tech. I don't really need our subjects to have tech admin tech 4. The only argument in favor of waiting is that if the subject has excess admin points, they might do development clicks for you. But they're so unlikely to with early game tech levels and idea groups and stuff. I think we just release them now. Good? I think it's time. Uno y dos. Hey. Hey, we're black flagged. It's not gonna last, but found a way to get black flagged for the moment that we're unpaused. Okay, let's turn on strong duchies. We will have to revoke something here to make space for the thing, but that's okay. We can seize again in 52. Let's do a diet. Raska, base tax of 5, gain some prestige. This does give me patriarchs of the clergy. I need noble loyalty to try to revoke something. We're trending to 73. I'm gonna have to like do 2 events at once. Build a fort in Kosovo. I don't want to do that. Ragusa has 15% more trade power. Ooh, a half-price trader would be sick. 15% trade power in the Ragusa node. Can we make that work? If we steer trade from our subjects, that might happen, actually. We'll try it. Sure, why not? Might also just stall that out for a very long time, we'll see. I miss the old estate system. It's been so long that I don't really remember it, to be honest. Do we make them into marches? Marches are short-term power, long-term loss. Marches basically convert money into force limit. Because we miss out on our vassal tax income, since we are a monarchy. We have, like, where is it? Where do you see it? Where is it? 40% vassal tax income. We're pretty good with vassals. But marches provide us with more defensiveness, more force limit, and their forts will be cheaper. Makes them better at having a military. The goal of the campaign is to play EU4 again. We randomed 5 countries and you guys chose Serbia. We're playing Serbia. Can you do Condottieri before Unpause? Even if we did, this is a subject of us, and our army is in its land. It will automatically unblack flag tomorrow, no matter what. March or not? Maybe, maybe. I like the idea of an extra 20% defensiveness in a mountain fort. Yeah, we have a gold mine. That's one of the arguments against it, is that we don't really need the money. I love marches. I think I like vassals more. Do the missions help us make that decision? Like, are we supposed to like integrate Bosnia or something, and if I make them into a march, I'm screwed? Do I need Zeta? I know there's claims somewhere in here for Albania. Pacify the Albanian lands. Let's just keep them vassals. Vassals are better, I think. I do want to build up a fort in Zeta. Okay, so we have Reconquest now available on Hungary when we're ready to beat them. We have... I'm still holding off on this because we need to seize land one more time. We do want to transfer all trade from both subjects. Tell them to embargo rivals. We don't want to enable scutage. I will block settlement growth because it's a stupid thing that should be on block settlement growth from default, in my opinion. Not that it matters in this case, but... And we actually have people we get royal marriages with. We might as well. We lose legitimacy, but then we get improved relations and stuff. Fine. Technically, if we want to max out relations with them faster, we should do it in a different order, but fine. Alright, so this does give us an extra 2 force limit. How close are we to the third? 6 plus 1.4 plus 1.3 plus 5.5. Pretty darn far. Now we could consider switching to the land force limit guy, though. I think I will. And then let's train up 3 more infantry before we rent. Just for safety. I really don't want the Ottomans to come murder us. And this army can go back, or this might go back to Poland. A court painter is available. Gain stab and prestige for money. Oh, that's a great deal. I accept. Unsurprisingly, we invalidated our rivals. We can rival Venice. Rivaling Venice would not help make Hungary like us. It would help make... That's not true at all. It would absolutely make Hungary like us. And is very appealing at this point. We're still protected by the Ottomans. Unless they think we're too strong now and don't want to guarantee us anymore. Possible that we might lose that. I think we rival Venice. Sorry, Venice. And we'll take our claim. Ah, damn it. Damn it! 1444. I was gonna take a claim on KOTOR, and then I released the thing, and now my spy network is useless. Damn it! Ah! Sloppy. Burgundian... What? Burgundian succession already fired? The Burgundian inheritance is already firing. Like 5 years into the game. Alright. Interesting. If we're renting against the Ottomans, try to build up a spy network on them, just in case we try to do sieges or something, which we probably won't, but we might. Trade power is at 7%. That is so far away from 15% that, yeah, unlikely. Austria is now considered to be a great power. Why? What happened? Oh, shit. Burgundy is a junior partner of Austria. Is that just like until the event fires? What does this actually say? The incident is active. The Emperor's Choice faction will come in effect on 1451. KOTOR, you have a core? KOTOR's a core? Not if I release the subject. You guys are crazy. When you release a vassal, you give up your core. You're crazy. Oh, I have KOTOR as a core, not Zeta. I see. Well, then why was I spying on Venice? What? What? Can't explain it. Can't explain that. It's impossible. Come back from Poland, and we will take our admin tech. 103 days to spare. I don't think there's any other reason to wait, so we'll take it. Get our nice little 20% production efficiency bonus. We actually could still potentially get innovativeness from Diplotech. Now that the Renaissance spawned, though, I think we could use some more income to offset that advisor. We'll run dev costs, and we do need to do some other clicks before we can actually bump that up. Alright. Byzantium, would you like my entire army for 52 monies? Gotta start harassing the beast. Poke the bear. I'm down. These are fighting words here. Messing with the Ottomans, but I don't care. I don't care. We can technically do overruns on 1-stacks if he lets me snipe them. Let's continue to improve relations in Poland. So who was it earlier that was asking about drill? Was it you, Olterin? So one of the things about having a drilled stack that's just really valuable is that 4.5% movement speed, like, allows you to be faster than AI and do stuff you couldn't otherwise do. That's why I like it. This 2-stack is just sitting here. I kind of want to take the fight. I want army tradition. Nothing will go bad by attacking the Ottoman army, right? Never. Yeah, 0.4 army tradition. Sweet. Plus, by killing 2,000 troops, he'll train more troops. That's good for us, because we can kill them too. And again, the weaker we make him, the more likely someone else is to attack us, like Hungary, because Ottomans aren't as good at protecting us anymore. How much do we need here? 57. When France declares war on Austria because of Burgundy, it's your time to attack Hungary. Possibly, but Hungary's not actually, they're not actually allied to Austria anymore. They broke their alliance. I think that the event where he falls into the Union still hasn't fired. We just have to wait and see. 28% chance for Constantinople to fall. Our 15 stack could beat that 12.7 stack that doesn't have a leader. We could force them to abandon their siege that's been going on for almost a year. In fact, just running there might be enough to force him to leave. It's kind of risky, but I want to mess with the Ottomans. I'm going to try to do it. We could also say attached armies and try to get the Wallachians and the Byzantine armies to attach to us. That is the dangerous stack, the 3-3-3-1. Our Heir Napkin Girl is righteous. Yeah, she is. Constantinople fell. It's July 2nd. We can be there on July 26th, which means there will not be a recovery tick, which means that the garrison will stay at 100. If we can sit there for 2 months, we can get the fort back and make them have to do a full year-long siege. Unless we get blocked by troops arriving. We're arriving on the 17th. They're gone on the 17th. I need to delay this. I have like a 5-day window. If I do this, we still get there in time? Yes. And they're gone as well. Okay. This can work. It's like Wallachia was planning to do it anyway. But I'm going to make sure we stay here, because he's dumb. I don't trust him. He's probably just trying to hide his army from the Ottomans. He's scared of them. Farmer Will, thank you for your Twitch Prime. Appreciate your support. How you doing? Happy Saturday. If Hungary attacks you now, do your condottieri still hostile? Do my condottieri still hostile to Ottomans? If Hungary attacks me right now, my army is not my army. My army is Byzantium's army. My army would be hostile to the Ottomans, yes. Even if they were my ally in a war. Because my army is not my army. For all intents and purposes, it is owned by Byzantium. That stack is spooky. Ooh. Flat terrain fight against their 3-3. We have a tech advantage. We're okay on manpower. I really don't want to take this fight, but the fact that Wallachia is not immediately trying to reinforce makes me think that we should just stay here. R20... Nope, there they go. They're bailing. And that's exactly why I sent my army, because I do not trust the AI. Unfortunately, it's going to take an extra month because we had a disease outbreak. Of course we did. Are we just need 2 ticks. I think Wallachia's going to get knocked out of the war really soon. Their capital's holding well, but their only fort is about to fall. We have enough points to do a dev click here. I don't want to spend any admin points deving it, so... What are we doing on Renaissance spread? 30% bonus, we're at 4.6. Where did the Renaissance even spawn? Right in Firenze. We could try to get knowledge sharing. We have good income, no loans. Trade range is close enough. Any chance we can pick up an ally in Italy? Dragons. I wish this tooltip would show the number that this tooltip... I wish this tooltip would be here. Instead of just saying you don't have a diplomat. Like, no shit, I don't have a diplomat. Tell me this number. You know? You can just hover over all of them and find the one that's like looking the best instead of having to do this. -44, -73. It would probably have to be a rival of Venice, like maybe the Pope or Milan are the most likely since we've rivaled Venice and we're the wrong religious group. -31 and -78. Maybe Milan. Maybe Milan. My network on Venice is not that important. Napkin Girl has assumed control. There goes our advisor cost discount. Kind of sad. We're probably losing more money now. But it's alright. Okay, this next tick will be the unoccupation of Constantinople because of the less than 100 garrison. That fort did fall. Our army is in danger because very soon Wallachia's 11 stack will just abandon us. Trying to take this fort would be possible, but also pointless. Athens. We go after that 7 stack. That's the easiest army to fight. No leader in defensive terrain for us. We can get there. It also gets us away from the war goal, so these armies will want to go to the war goal as soon as they're done with this task. I think we do want to get the hell out of here. Weird that we were forced to go back out again. Probably something that I did with pathing there. All because I wanted to get a siege, like a loot tick. We are being engaged by this stack. Arriving in Plovdiv on the 31st. 29th. Okay, I am able to get out, it looks like. Why are they specifically hunting me? Stop it. Well, I'm the defender. Okay, they're not hunting me. I don't know what they're doing. Ottomans are, like, recalculating. Royal marriage to our subject is good. We should do that. Leave me alone. Why can we cancel the contract? We can be more aggressive in October because we can just freely revoke at that point. Let's see. Can't use black flag paratrooper shenanigans as easily as before. This is actually the most secure place for us to hang out. We'll just sit here. We got a 2 bonus. 1 because they have to cross the river. 2 from the terrain. Although they have better maneuver than we do, so they can negate the river with most of their generals. We still have the tech advantage for a while though, right? No. No more tech advantage. Yeah, get screwed, Wallachia. I don't care. Stack wipe them. Get them. This might be our opportunity to leave. That 27 stack should just beeline for Constantinople. And they are going to be out soon as well. Let's go home. Venice has also declared war upon Byzantium. Interesting. I am rented to Byzantium, which means my army is now hostile to Venice. We can mess with Venice without messing with Venice. That's useful. A proxy war with Venice is fantastic for us. Because we can weaken him to the point that we feel comfortable to attack him. And if things go poorly, we can just not attack him. I like it. Gonna reestablish our royal marriage with this one. For some reason, only one of our subjects wanted to re-up it. Top off relations with Austria for a little bit. That is a easy source of prestige and army tradition. And it delays the war ending. He needs that fort. I want that army to leave. I really don't want to fight a 13 stack. Okay. No, we'll... Are you actually going to fight me, or are you just like pretending you're going to fight me? I can never tell. We're gone on the 31st. You're arriving on the 1st. So we are actually getting out. Aha, Byzantium. Sorry. Not my fault. Correct. They already took that fort down there. Ottomans are too good. They're too strong. Let's focus on what we can do to Venice. Venice is trying to take over Corinth. We can just go sit in KOTOR. Harass them like that. Nice and defensive. We're extremely safe now. Gold mine, we can dev again. Still can't consecrate. Need 8 more dev there. We're still a long ways off from being able to do an idea group, so I think I will do 2 admin clicks here. Just to get this done. I don't want to fall too far behind on Miltech either, so let's do 2 admin clicks, 2 diplo clicks. Then we can turn this edict off. We're at 26 and 27. Those metropolitans would be nice. 6.6 gold, nice. Well, we need our prosperity, and we'll get a little bit more. Stop off relations with Hungary. And we can go back to working on Poland. Hey, excellent. There's our event, so we can stop paying 3 gold a month for this advisor. We're going to take the... I want to keep the guy, because we do have inflation from our gold mine. I don't care about the trade guy, so we're going to temporarily fire this one. And then say, get out of here. Get our monarch points. Rehire the guy. They fixed it. No! You can't do that anymore. They cheat. Oh. That's cruel. Alright. Take the missionary then. And the... Apparently they fixed it. I mean, unless I did something different, normally that works. You can do it in 1.33? Wonder what's different about it. Maybe he was too old to like go back into the pool. I don't know. We have no AE, aggressive expansion to worry about. I am trying to improve with people and we don't have like a good ability to do it. So I think this is more relevant than the spy network. We'll do that. Speaking of being more relevant, we should probably go back to transferring from here to get the bonus on Milan, assuming that it does provide a bonus with Milan. It does not provide a bonus with Milan. I would have to collect to get a transfer bonus with Milan. Damn. Milan, why aren't you doing something with this node? They have fixed a lot of tricks. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good in general that they make the game better. Wouldn't you agree? Making the game better is good. We can revoke something from the burghers. We don't really care about their loyalty at the moment, so getting this gone so that I can do something different would be nice. I think we do revoke patronage of the arts. And then I wonder if we do want to turn on control over the over monetary policy. I almost never turn this on. Almost never. Because I hate all power costs +5. But in our specific circumstance with the Kosovo gold mine, it's probably appropriate. More than about half of our overall income comes from gold, so... How many admin points does this save? Yearly inflation reduction 0.15. That means in 10 years, it saves 1.5 inflation. We have a button to lower inflation by 2. So... Isn't it just 2 divided by 0.15? Once every 13 years, it saves us 1 click. 13 times 0.15 gets us 2 inflation reduction. So... times the 75 base points. That's not how that works. What did I just do? I'm trying to calculate how many admin points a month, or how many admin points per month. 75 admin points every 13.333. Essentially generating every 13 years 5.6. I'm confused. Every 13 years we save, that's 5.6 admin points per year. 5.6 divided by 12. So about half an admin point a month is what this is doing. But it's costing 5% all power costs. So even just considering tech, once every 13 years, you pay 600 points to take admin tech, right? So 600 times 0.05 all power costs. Every 13 years, roughly, you're spending 30 admin points. So like the savings you're getting is actually like just fully blown out, just practically it is already a penalty if you consider admin, dip, and mill to be equal, which I do. I think it's still a net loss, actually. It'd be better just to buy the inflation down. Yeah, even in our current circumstance with Kosovo, I don't think it looks right to take it. Weird. In which case we can just turn this thing back on for an instant prestige bump, or we can not. Very soon we're gonna get these. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn this back on. Instantaneous prestige is good. Okay. Max on Hungary. Poland is at 70. Wallachia is going to cede land to the Ottomans and give monies. Wallachia still exists. Wallachia is our rival. Unfortunately, they do still border Hungary, so Hungary would defend them. They will instantly be an invalid rival, though. Like, guaranteed. Hungary is still on Tech 3, notably. Boomer Shooter. Thank you for your Twitch Prime. Appreciate your support. All power cost is all power cost. It applies to tech, it applies to ideas, it applies to dev clicks, it applies to pretty much everything except for some really, really weird ones. Like, for some reason, all power cost, I believe, does not affect the cost to move your capital, even though it should. And a couple other weird things like canceling rivalries or what's another one that you never use? That moving your main trade port, I think. Also, all Scorched Earth is affected by all power cost reductions, pretty sure. Yeah, Wallachia is no longer valid, unsurprising. We're just traveled to Venice now. We did participate in a battle, and we did help do a siege, so we earned some credit with Byzantium. Venice is... Where is Venice's army? They have 30k troops. And they're on Tech 4. They have nothing that, like, makes them scary, but we've looted everything we can here. I'm okay with maybe moving over into less defensive terrain, just to maybe mess with Venice. Messing with Venice and the Ottomans, I want to do both, you know? Trade posts use monarch points? You mean the button that merchant republics can press, this thing? This one might also not be affected by it. I can't remember. It's really weird which ones are and aren't. Basically, Paradox just forgot. Did we swap guys? We did. Extra relationship. Global trade power plus 10. Monthly autonomy 0.03. Good opportunity to bump our noble loyalty above their influence. 15 extra loyalty here. Takes us to 85. Still not enough, but we can... No. Can't really swing it. I need to revoke a slot so we can get the monarch point generator. Plus that pisses the burghers off, which is not great. Probably better to bump the burghers back up. We have no autonomy. This might help us to actually turn this mission in, so I think we'll take this one. I wonder if it will affect the Improve Infrastructure button now that it costs 50 admin. It should. 50. We currently have all power costs minus only 0.8. So before we would be able to know what's 1 out of 50. 2%? We need to get to 2% all power cost before we'll see it show as like 49. But I expect that it will work on that. Byzantium has lost Constantinople to the Ottomans. Moria, Arta, Achaia. Ottomans... So Byzantium is still... They still exist, notably, and they are full occupied by Venice, but Venice might not peace out. They only have 99 war score. Why only 99? It looks like they have them full occupied. Oh, because of our occupation. Let's go sit on KOTOR. Keep on messing with them. Like they might not peace out because they don't technically have 100%. That's hilarious. The longer we stall, the longer Byzantium will pay us. He's landing 18.8k troops on KOTOR on the 12th of September. We could be there on the 20th of September, attacking into the mountains. Damn. Alright, we'll just stay here and loot for another month then. Vidar Ulf, thank you for your sub. Appreciate your support. Happy Saturday. Okay, Byzantium's fully annexed, our army is black flagged. We can actually take advantage of that and do Kondottieri stuff. If we want to. Do we want to? I like Kondottieri cheese. Do you like cheese? I like cheese. Or we could go home and drill. That's also an option. Our force limit went up by 1. Our subjects have apparently no desire to train troops. They have cash. They just don't want to make an army. Probably because they're at war. Or they're not at war. Yeah. That is a sign. Ottomans, are you pissed at me? Are you gonna like be upset that I did stuff? Not my fault. I had to. What land are you wanting? My land? That's not good. Please don't want my land. My land is my land. Milan, are you maybe wanting to do a royal marriage alliance situation? -19 for royal marriage, only -12. We can still potentially scornfully insult Venice for more opinion. I doubt Milan even has the Renaissance yet, but that's the reason we're going for them. Just for Renaissance spread. No, it's not an achievement run. I don't think. There are achievements we could technically have. Did they introduce new achievements in the last patch? I didn't even check. There's stuff that could be done, but I don't really think we really care to do it. Could go a tiny bit higher on the gold mine, but I think 10 is still a sweet spot before the collapse chance gets too high. Where's that tooltip? We have a yearly chance of 0.49% chance to deplete, losing half of the development. Should be awful. Okay, I think for now, we're just gonna chill until we can seize land. 1452, October. In a year, we can seize land, get above 40, and then get all our monarch point generators going. It's gonna be very hard. Hungary has declared war upon Wallachia. And the Ottomans have decided to revoke their guarantee. We are suddenly exposed. They do have a 5-year truce with us because of that, but they have decided to not put up with our shit anymore. Hungary is on Tech 4. Hungary is not willing to defend Venice, but Aragon is allied. We don't have a claim on Ragusa. I think the only valid people to consider are Hungary and Venice. Brandenburg is still probably very weak at this stage of the game. 13k troops. Only on Tech 3. This looks like a chill for 5 years, try to gain money from condottieri contracts while continuing to get ahead on tech and innovativeness type situation. I don't feel like we can beat Hungary easily, and I need some cash to build the gold mine, the forts. We need a fort in Zeta and Vysoky. Otherwise, these guys are kind of a liability. You know, Musky's far away, but can we ally them? Unlikely early game because they've got too many subjects. They're probably at their cap. Yeah, too many diplomatic relations, -20 makes it pretty hard until they start integrating. It's a good idea to do maybe long term, but for now it's not reasonable. We are at -36 reasons for an alliance to Poland. Set them to friendly as well. Austria. We've already said that we're friendly with Hungary, but they really don't want to be friends. Go back to being threatened for now. I think I would rather drill than try to do condottieri cheese. So I'm gonna unblack flag. Worth it to take a burger loan to build a fort now? No, I mean, you're still losing money. We have 5 full years. We're making net 4 gold a month. Like, we should be good. Should be good to get the forts done by the time we need them. And we might still be able to find contracts. In fact, Wallachia is not a valid rival, so like, we could technically rent against Hungary right now. If we're quick. Because you don't have any friends, right? It's just Hungary versus Wallachia. We can take 51 monies off Wallachia's hand. I'm gonna wait for that last troop. I wish I hadn't done that drill stack now, because we have no morale. But I feel pretty comfortable with our army versus Hungary's army. $69 monies, they can't afford to pay it. They're willing to give us... Okay, so they actually have a decent treasury. 200 gold in the bank, that's worth waiting an extra month. Let's subsidize. We will subsidize, like, max. I don't think their fort will fall. It also gives another morale recovery tick. You have forts that are going to block me? Fort in Belgrade, Fort in Thames. There's a path through Bosnia. Let's go this way and we'll just beeline for their capital. See if we can be pesky. We might get turned back, but it's okay. Attrition. Gross. But I don't want attrition. We have so little manpower, we need all of it. Take my army. Take my army, it will assist you well. No, don't fight the Croatian peasants, that's silly. Apparently we must. Fine, kill the Croatian peasants, I don't care. Silly. Apparently Hungary is going to come to Slavonia and try to fight us with their 4-4-4-1. Interesting. That's a bold move. We have more troops than they do. So our morale is a bit low. And take Diplotech. No innovativeness. No real reason to take it yet. Unless we want to get access to the marketplace. We have no centers of trades. There's no reason to build one. Better to just wait until we're at the cap. Because, you know, we could get more innovativeness from other techs. Or we could... I might decide I do need to do more gold mine stuff. It's possible. Okay, so proxy war with Hungary. Not the greatest situation to be in. May not retreat. Oh, that looks different. That looks a lot easier. Unfortunate. We are the aggressor because of the river crossing. We don't have a good enough general. Oh, I see. So you're going to retreat not in the right direction. That's an interesting choice. Sure. Sure. Well, we gained 8.3 army tradition. Totally worth it. Easy. Not liking the position we're in here, but that's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. What are you guys worried about? They're just going to continue to attack us. We could consolidate, but that's going to slow down our ability to reinforce. So I think we just have to let them attack us. Unfortunately, they have another stack coming in as well. We don't have enough morale to control the retreat. That's the kind of the problem here. I thought battles were supposed to like last longer, guys. Fine, it's fine. Our army died. Well, we gained a bunch of army traditions, so that's good. And we got 100 gold. It's gonna cost probably more than 100 gold to replace the army, but not your fault. It is your fault, Thiefy. Dang it. Well, I can't be too surprised. It is Hungary with their 4-4, and they start with 20% cav combat ability, so like, yeah, their army is pretty scary right now. Incoming auto war? No, they can't. They have a truce. We still have plenty of time. We're fine. We do need to immediately rebuild it, and that is a sizable blow to our manpower, but it's okay. Not the end of the world. We'll just retrain with 8 for now. You blame the drill. We did go into it on kind of low morale, is part of it. They'll be disloyal just for a second, till the army comes out. Gain Patriarch Authority, or gain Stab. If we had enough Patriarch Authority that I could turn on an icon right now, we could get free Stab with no loss. But we are at 9 point who knows how much. It rounds. We could be at 9.0, we could be at 9.9. I don't think we get to know. Actually, don't we know? Can't we calculate it based on the 2.9%? What's the most you can get? 30? 33. So if we're at 2.9 out of 33, we're at... We're not close. We're at like 0.87. So, free stab is cool, but I think we'll take this one. And that means we can turn on an icon, which would help out with, we have a mission for an icon? Mission and icon, get missionary strength. That would be nice to sync up with controlling a bunch of land that you need to convert. Generally speaking, it's good to turn on an icon ASAP. Discipline. Institution spread is just money, basically. This is... nah. Money and monarch points. Combat ability. We're lacking in combat ability, and we're lacking in... we want to be efficient monarch point-wise, so the only two that appeal to me are this one and Icon of St. Michael. We might need the 5% discipline to have any shot. Catholicism's better than Orthodox? In the current patch, unless they've changed it, I think Catholic is better. I'm not sure how the Serbian mission tree would handle flipping to Catholic, though. I think people overestimate how much that is actually going to give. We get 163 manpower per month. I would be shocked if it went more than 170. We're talking like 7, probably, at most. So the manpower part is not even a factor in my head. It's only the 5% discipline, which does translate into manpower, but the manpower recovery speed line is basically 0. Just say Constantinople. Easy, lol. Yeah. We're not doing any dev for a while. It's the only reasonable one. We could also just, like, keep the points until we know we want to turn it on, like, right before the war, where we need the discipline. Because we do get a bonus, 4.6 local manpower, from having the Patriarch Authority. Which is not 0, but... yeah, I'm gonna just wait for now. Keep it flexible. If we need to... I don't know. Might decide I need to dev push again. It's possible. Become loyal. Silly guy. Did you break your royal marriage because you got mad at me? You did not. Well, we don't have Cav anymore. We do have good income, so that is generally the requirement to start justifying hiring cavalry instead of infantry. Compress your your power into a smaller force limit. They're also more manpower efficient. I could see hiring cav, but our cav are still going to be shit compared to Hungary's cav. But that doesn't really mean that we don't build them. Bum, 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 bum. What does manpower recovery speed actually do compared to just having more base manpower generation? It's a silly formula. So the main reason why it's not as good as you would expect is that the math for manpower recovery is broken up into two parts. There's the base 10,000. This is at the top of the tooltip. Base value 10,000. That portion of your overall manpower pool is not affected by manpower recovery rate. It's fixed. It's like 10,000 manpower. It takes 10 years, so 120 months. You get like 83 base manpower per month. So anytime you're increasing the manpower recovery speed, it's going to affect the 2,613. 2,613 already has the 10% factored in because it shows up in the province level right there. So you don't add in the 10% again. Actually, the cap gets it. This is like the most silliest math in the game. I believe it's something like this times, so 2,600 portion gets divided by 120, takes 120 months, so you should get 21 per month. That portion of it gets the manpower recovery speed multiplier. So 20 plus 15 plus 3.8 minus 2.7 plus 10 plus 100 divided by 100. Like that portion, instead of it getting like 46% more, it's actually, it doesn't take 120 months. It takes 120 months divided by 1.46, which is different, right? It takes 82 months instead. I don't know. Consult the wiki, but the main takeaway is that only 20% of our total manpower is affected by that 10% manpower recovery speed. It's much more noticeable with really big countries because, like in big countries, most of your manpower comes from not the base 10. It comes from your provinces. So the bigger you are, the better manpower recovery speed gets as the portion of your manpower pool shifts. That makes sense? I think I do have to train Cav. I hate it, but I think I should. We need to be manpower efficient, and they are manpower efficient. Getting 50% max manpower impacts the recovery rate as well. So if you increase the top number, like quantity ideas. Where's quantity? Where's the button? Give me the button. First thing quantity ideas does is gives you national manpower plus 50. That shows up on the province level, increasing the manpower generation in each individual province, just like Moravian Valor. So this will go up, which means that the bottom number at the top part, the 2613, will go up as well. But the base value will stay the same. The cap to your manpower will go up from the 50% from quantity, but the 10,000 portion of it is still not factored in. So all you're doing is getting 50% more on the province part. So again, long story short, it will make your manpower go up, but like it's not noticeable on small countries. We are a very small country still. Until like more than half your manpower is coming from provinces, most of those manpower modifiers are bad. They don't do much. I decided to train Cav, right? I hate this. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. I'll use 4 at most. I refuse to use more than that. Okay, we can seize land. Seizing land right now will piss off the nobles. We'll wait 2 more months so that they don't get pissed off, don't actually cause a rebellion. Good news about losing our army is that we did get fully overrun, so we got half of that manpower back. And also, we gained a lot of army tradition from that. we learned from our loss. It was a worthwhile endeavor. One more month, yeah. I'll supply here, 19. Good enough. Okay, we can now... How are you still not above? There you go. Okay, turn in our mission. We have tamed the magnates. Permanent claim on places. Sure, yeah, that's fine. Now we need to conquer Macedonia and conquer this. Easy. Easy, no big deal. Let's turn on our admin point generator. Boom. Let's turn on our diplo point generator. Boom. Let's stay at 20% crown land for now. We'll get the military one turned on soon, whenever we can get the nobles happy. We have an heir. Kosovo is the seat of the family. Okay. Monthly autonomy change 0.1. I would rather that they didn't live in the gold mine, but okay. I guess that makes sense. Hello. Coming where? What you guys? What's the plan? What are you doing? You guys are going to town now? Downtown? Let me... One sec. I'll be right out there in just a sec. I gotta just... I'll be right there. One sec. I've got to step away for a sec to discover or decide what we're doing for the day. So bear with me for a moment, guys. I'm not sure what the plan is. I'll be right back. Apparently it's already 1 o'clock. Whoops. Here. Entertain yourself with a cat. I'll be right back. All right. I'm sorry, chat. I'm leaving you. There's someone else. Not you. It's me. I need this. I have... I'm sorry. Hey, you knew when we started this thing we were doing that it wasn't going to last forever, right? I mean, don't make that face. Don't cry. Stop. Just settle. No, you can't keep the cat. It's my cat. I mean, we'll always have memories. We'll always remember that time we spent. Like, it's gonna be okay. The pain will subside, I promise. Probably. Is there another chat? No. I will name our heir in honor of the relationship. The heir is all of Twitch chat. All of you. One of you. This is you. But I do have to leave you for today. Wasn't expecting to be done this early. But yeah, I gotta go. We're gonna go do a family thing at a thing. I can't be more specific because DDoS or DDoS or whatever it's called, but oh, you couldn't see what I just did. Yeah, I named the heir Twitch chat. So there, yeah. Eris Twitch chat Bronkovic 244. Right. I had a lot of fun coming back to E4. It took us a while to get started today, but this is a fun start so far. We'll play more EU4 tomorrow, and I will be back hopefully early. I will try to start real early so that I can stream, because the kids want to do stuff all day, and we're probably doing more social stuff, more family stuff tomorrow as well. But I do love you. I miss you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to end up like this. It's not my fault. It just happened. Didn't mean to, meet someone. And I can't keep that up. All right, have a great afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning early. Early. Raid? We can do a raid. Or are you saying you want to play Raid Shadow Legends? Is that what I just heard? Because we can do that. They want to give me money again. They seem to have forgotten that they paid me already. Raid? You want to do Raid? Raid. Shadow Legends? All right, how do we do raids again? Who's live? Let's find someone playing E4 to raid. Bum, 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 bum. One sec. Europa. Just me hating corruption. Budget Monk. Hey, it's Monk. He raided me recently. Miss Monk. Monk, cool guy. How does one click button? I shall send you over to Budget Monk. Enjoy. It won't be the same, I know, but he'll help to fill the hole in your heart for a time. Call it a one-night stand. I mean, you guys do what you need to do. I understand. I'll be back, though. Just remember, I'll be back. This is getting weird. Alright, I'm sending you over to Budget in about 5 seconds. Ready? Ready? Alright. See you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night.